Good afternoon, everybody. You're welcome back to this wonderful, fantastic program, Speak to the Counselor. Trust you all had a wonderful day at work. Now, today we're going into another range of counseling, which is the third range of counseling, social personal counseling. The social personal counseling is very, very important for us to all understand ourselves and our social environment. Today we'll be going into social personal counseling. Social personal counseling, what is social personal counseling? So personal counseling is a kind of counseling that focuses on addressing social and personal life of an individual's life, the aspect of social and personal of an individual's life. It aims to help individual understand and manage their relationships, their behaviors, and their emotions within their social environments. That is social personal counseling for you. It focuses on addressing an individual or the aspect of social and personal life of an individual, which helps you to understand and manage your relationships, your behaviors, your emotions within your social environment. Now, you're going under a fantastic topic under this social personal counseling, in which I would love you to sit back, listen, and enjoy and pick out of this we are about to discuss because it's very, very important and necessary. Now, today we're going into a topic called lunar conception. Lunar conception. Some people will be like, what is lunar conception? Lunar conception is a kind of conception that suggests a connection between the lunar cycle and conception. It is believed that there's a phase of the moon which influences fertility and conception, which has more influence on fertility and conception. You see, this lunar conception is a reality, or we'll call it a myth, something mystery. Call it a mystery or reality. So that is lunar conception. You see, this lunar conception is very, very important. And in our social environment now, we don't really put, let me say, our attention towards this lunar conception side, because we just feel that it's just something. Some people don't even think towards that direction. They just feel it's normal, it's a normal thing. But you see, this lunar conception influences fertility, and we call it's just something mystery. It's a mystery and it's reality. While some culture believe that these lunar cycles can seriously, let me say seriously. Sometimes I used to tell people seriously, serious. So now we seriously influence fertility. While even we don't really have more people that put their mind to this. And it's a claim that it affects fertility and is an interesting area to explore. A very interesting area to explore. We need to explore this kind of topic. We need to explore this area, lunar conception, yes, we need to. It's actually for us to understand lunar conception. We should not just be ignorant of this particular topic, of this particular lunar conception area. What are the key points to consider? Lunar cycle. Lunar cycle. Some researchers or some research suggest that lunar cycle may affect hormones regulation. It affects hormones regulation, which could potentially impact fertility. Once something is affecting an hormone or hormone system in your body, one will not affect the fertility cycle at large. It will, because it's a cycle, lunar cycle. It's like when it affects the hormone, just like there will be this hormone the hormone is not regulated. There's this dysfunction in the hormone system. So when lunar cycle can just penetrate and affect hormone, definitely it's going to bring damage, or let me say it affects the fertility. So now its impact, there's this botanical impact on fertility. That is the number one thing we need to hold. Number one point we need to hold, that this lunar cycle of a thing, that some research suggests that this thing affects hormones. So it affects hormone, the regulation of hormone, when hormone is not regulated, and which could potentially, or let me say potentially, or anything can just affect it, ó máa affect ẹ̀ dáadáa, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. Nígbà tí nǹkan tí kò jẹ́ kí hormone ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa, it's not allowing the hormone to work. How do you now expect it So the fertility system is error. So like BAMS is going straight to it. Secondly, under this key point is fertility on its own, fertility awareness. Some people just like they are not, it's not ringing bell to the idea at all. One hero. Who they call hero? Because this fertility awareness, everybody supposed to be aware of your fertility. When I was not out of this age, sometimes I just like when I'm going to see my menstrual cycle falls between this. I don't really put mind in it. When it comes, it's when my period comes, it comes. When my menstruation starts comes, it comes like that. So somebody now gave me a counsel about this, that you need to just be aware. There should be an awareness. You should have an alarm that will alert you that this thing is coming. Not that you just like, because I have period at home, because I have sanitary towel at home, I can just that person is missing it. So if you are not aware of this, your fertility stuff or your fertility system, you are missing it and get it wrong. But when you are aware, when there's fertility awareness, hey, you too, you can, your Bible says, for going hey, I'm okay. But when you're just ignorant about your fertility, what do you want to bring out of it? You don't have things to prove then. This fertility awareness is understanding your menstrual cycle and ovulation can help your time conception. And it's you period, period contain. Period today, when your period come, when you see your menstruation, you're happy. You don't know you're not aware about it. And your ovulation time. So people, you will ask them, when is the ovulation period? Then when last that even menstruate? I'll be like, I don't understand. Are you neglecting? Choke show be wow, to fair ovulate. See, you don't know your free period and your danger time, that you can, okay, this time I cannot come close to a man. Okay, this time I am free. Okay, this is my ovulation time. For married women, okay, this is my ovulation time. I need to meet with my man. I need to do this. I need to no now. We need to be aware of our fertility period, and we need to be aware of this our ovulation time, so that it can help us in a time of conception. Another one is our emotional connection. Oh goodness. You see this emotional conception. There'll still be a day I will just bring to us again. We'll talk about this, our emotion. We have emotional intelligence, we have emotional regulations and things like that. So the people, you see this emotional connection in so many areas, let me say so many marriages is not there at all. See, the full moon is often associated with heightened and emotion. The full moon, especially Muslims understand this full moon. And now yes, there's a connection. This often associated with heightened emotions. That is, some couples may find that lunar cycle influencing their intimacy connection. They find it that this thing is influencing the intimacy connection. Full moon, that is emotional connection. The full moon is often associated with heightened emotion. Some couples may find that the lunar cycle influences the intimacy connection. This is number 3 main point to emotional connection. When there is full moon, they believe that some couples is associated with that intimacy. It's influenced their cycle, that this lunar cycle influences their intimacy connection. You know now, intimacy, but let's see, like a ìbáṣepọ̀, ìmú ìfẹ́ wá, when the love is doing you king, don't be a nínú. So they believe that when there is full moon, this always influences. So it's a lunar, see how this lunar cycle is influencing that kind of intimacy. See now, so it's influencing their intimacy. So we need to understand this, that our emotional connection too is also important. So when the full moon is associated with heightened emotions, so why can't we just, like, we need to put focus, we need to be focused, we need to be enlightened. Now we need to set back. So stop blaming your spouse, or stop blaming your husband, stop blaming your wife that I've had several cases of it. When she's always giving me timetable, he's always telling me once in a week, he's always doing this, and now families are telling us that we need to give them a baby. Imagine. What's him rampant ju kí ló dé? I've seen couples that like the husband had to shout, "Látọdún mẹ́rin tá ti fẹ́ra wa, ó jẹ́ kí n súnmọ́ ẹ, ó jẹ́ kí n ṣe kíni kan kíni." Imagine. Whereas they are not aware. The awareness is lost. Ó ti sọnù. How will a couple of 4 years be giving each other timetable of when to just have this intimacy? So we need to just be our emotional connection. We need to work on it. Now, as a counselor, my advice is that while lunar conception may not be a proven scientific conception, is because it's essential to approach fertility and conception with an open mind. Picking it one after the other. That why it may not be a proven scientific concept is that it may not be a proven scientific because it's an essential approach. It's essential to approach that fertility and conception we need to come with an open mind. Focus on building a healthy lifestyle, understanding your body, nurturing your relationship. Some people they will not understand their body. Okay, there was a time I felt ill, not that serious. So I was telling somebody that I feel malaria with him. The person, how do you? And I said, when I understand my body, I understand what it's doing me. Okay, this is how I feel when I have malaria. This is how I feel when I have typhoid. And if it is ulcer, this is how I feel. The person like, wow, are you a doctor? I said, no, I'm a psychologist. They're like, a psychologist. I said, how do you know this? I said, I'm a counselor. No, someone that studied counseling psychology. I grow with doctors. I refer clients to doctors. So I understand myself and I'm always aware, always going to different seminars and medical orientations. So they do tell us that, okay, if you're feeling like this, if that is why it's always on every drugs. After 3 days, if you still feel the same way, consult your doctor. It is always there. Some even write the big grammar, consult your physician. Yes, after 3 days, if you are still feeling the same way, so definitely that drug or medications you using presently, you need to put a full stop to it, to go back to your doctor and explain to your doctor how you're feeling. But now come to think of it, somebody that doesn't understand his body or our body system, you don't understand your relationship. Imagine, okay, somebody was telling me something that have I seen married people that they are single in the marriage? I was not like married but single. He said, yes, married but single. That is an example of married but single. That one attacked my heart. Oh, shocking me. Back on like married but single. He said, yes, he's married but he's single. And now, like, I had to sit him down. So I had to tell him to book a section or we talk. So we're now talking. I'm not like married, but one single. When I got home, I had to just sit down. I had to start solving the net. Married but single. I need to know the definition of married but single. I was just disturbed. Because one, he did not understand his relationship. Secondly, he cannot even define that kind of relationship he is. For him to now come and say, okay, the definition of the relationship I am is married but single, and love how. Now, under this is that because it's not this lunar conception is not that scientific proven, but it's essential to approach fertility and conception with an open mind. When your mind is closed, I wonder how some people will tell you that okay, my relationship now or my or marriage now, so I don't understand it again. For that perfect meet lórí bed, excuse my word, lórí ìkíni. I've seen a couple, koro eyes that the wife will tell the husband that uncle, if we dey fight, that thing wey the other we no dey fight, I no dey fight with am. Outside though, I'm not like but program la wá fún ẹ jẹ́ ká parí program kẹ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ husband like my dear gbójú I come do like this kí n gbó ẹni ẹ̀ náà ń ṣàlàyé fún ni so that tá a bá délé ó lè mọ duty ẹ̀ wà wúrù. That is an open mind. But jajaja títí separate room. Why now? And we are talking about lunar conception. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Eh? You need to just attend to your relationship with an open mind. Fertility and conception with an open mind. This approach is so essential with an open mind, and you need to focus on building a healthy lifestyle, understanding your body, nurturing a good relationship. Okay, ẹni tí ò mọ̀gbà tó máa menstruate, ṣé òun ló máa rántí ovulation period ẹ̀? Àbí òun ló máa rántí? Some people they are so lucky that their husband used to get them pad sanitary towel. Some people are even so lucky that they will have it at home. They buy it themselves. But just ask them, this period, they should show you, when is your next period for them to calculate. A friend of mine, I do calculate it for her very well. I'll tell her, okay, when was your last period? We now carry pen and calendar. We now circle it from that particular time to the next one coming. Just for her to just be aware. You need to wake up. Ladies, that was I said, this is more for ladies than that of men. So men, you can easily help your partner, your relationship partner, or your wife at home when you listen to it. Okay, well, I need to understand you. Oh, yeah, let's just add to tutor her, orientate her, sit her down. 28 days menstrual cycle is 28 days cycle. Okay, calculate it for her. Let her know. Carry her along. Let her know her body. Okay, to buy menstruate bye. Chicken. Bye. Fine. That is when you are open. That there will be an open mind. So when you want to meet with her, when that intimacy and that conception is coming, it will come freely. It will come freely. Some people say ẹni tó bá tanná sùn tó bá ṣe kíní kan ó máa affect ẹ. Ó ò ní lè concentrate now, my dear. You won't be able to concentrate. So what are the steps to take? You need to discuss with your partner. This kind of lunarconception, you need to discuss with your partner. Discuss how you explore both feel about lunarconception and its potentials impact on your fertility journey. You discuss with your partner. You need to explore your healthy both. You need to express yourself, how you feel about lunarconception and its potential impact on your fertility journey. You need to okay, my dear, just wake him up, my dear. Oh, so people you got SH. Now, did I add that SH from someone else? I was like, wow, SH. See that? I was like, wow, treasure, darling, my love of my life, my heart. God, when. So it wasn't like what happened. I said, so they were discussing something. So meaning that I belong to that kind of family. I know them very well. So they're not discussing something while we are going. So the husband was not telling me, me want to be Okuti doctor ni kin bury you. We are going on emotion. You know, say bury. So I'm like, okay. So it's like, so they also have to peep through the mirror inside, like, Mama ko kasara ni. I was not laughing. Mama ko kasara ni. She be one o kasara. I was like, well, it's a normal thing, sir. So both of you express yourself. Darling, abẹ́rẹ́ nǹkan tí mo rí ni egbò ara mi, èsì kìnìkan lunarconception yìí. That is, it's just a connection between the lunar cycle and your conception that affect vitality. Okay, bó ṣe rí lélẹ̀, my fertility journey, bí lunarconception ṣe ń affect lélẹ̀, bó ṣe ń ṣe lélẹ̀, bó ṣe ń ṣe mí lélẹ̀. Okay, let her lọ doctor, both of you go. You are in a relationship, like everybody to my is a relationship that is leading somewhere. Both of you go. Not that okay, when you're on the relationship journey, if you're hiding something from your partner, all of how they speak with it's an error. Let me use it like that. You're in a standard relationship, actually the official boyfriend and girlfriend. You're now an official boyfriend and official girlfriend, and you're still hiding something. Auntie, you are the one hiding something, go and repent. Uncle, you are the one hiding something, go and repent. So express yourself how you feel about this lunarconception, the effect on your fertility journey. The second is conduct or consult. You need to conduct a test by consulting a professional, an healthcare professional. And healthcare, that is, you need to go just see with a correct, a professional physician, not a quack one. I don't know a quack one. The professional ones, you go to hospitals, big hospitals, you go to hospitals, they will tell you, and you identify a quack one, but you go and seek a good healthcare professionals. Get accurate information about fertility conception from a trusted healthcare provider. From a trusted healthcare provider. Mo lọ gbangba sọ́dọ̀ doctor, both of you, uncle, follow her. Daddy wa, follow mommy wa. Go to the hospital. When you get there, do you understand? When you get there, you need to just address yourself, express yourself to the healthcare, a trusted healthcare. I've seen a doctor that helped, let me say, his patient out with this fertility and conception. It's just a lunar conception issue too. So when she got there, the husband did not even allow her to explain, because he was interpreting a test for me that I went to do. So I had to sit down in his side, and the husband like, child dúró, because the person is their family doctor. Dúró jẹ́ kí ṣàlàyé bó ṣe ń ṣe. As I was now reasoning in my mind that jẹ́ kí ṣàlàyé bó ṣe ń ṣe, is he in his body ni àbí what is doing this myself? I realized the husband and wife. So I realized that the pain the woman is feeling, the man is feeling it too, because they have this open-minded relationship. Bó ló ṣe wà nínú relationship tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló mọ̀ date ara rẹ̀. It's all of us, how will be the relationship and dating yourself. Have you not seen this kind of issues like that? But when it's an open-minded relationship, both of you will be free to explain to you, okay, this is what I'm feeling. So that just feeling like, okay, it's how you're feeling. Carry your khaki. Off you go. So when it's this thing, then you'll be able to tackle this lunar conception. So they need to sit down. Okay, how does this lunar conception affect your fertility and conception journey? Okay, these are it. The doctor will be able to explain to you better. That is why I'm bringing it to us. I want to orientate us. I want to just enlighten. Lunar conception is real. Lunar conception is very, very real. This is the part 1. The part 2 is coming next week. So it's very, very real. I will tell us the advantage and the disadvantage of lunar conception next week by God's grace. And stay informed. Stay informed. That is, continuously learn about fertility, ovulation, and conception to make informed decision. Stay informed continually or continuously. Learn about fertility, ovulation, and conception to make informed decision. Some people, my mom, or let me say my mom and my grandma, I do hear this from their mouth, and it doesn't mean that is when somebody is not okay. Sidonic by lunar conception. In Bashan soil, Kakiri, you'll be hearing it up and down. I've seen people that they are always afraid of going for a medical test. Okay, even me myself, I was telling mommy that I have injection phobia. She's like, it need injection phobia. Like, I want to go for a sugar test, but I'm afraid of them taking me and bringing it out. I have to ask that. Is that another way of doing a sugar test? Like, they will that trick that you don't allow them to just penetrate needle into your hand. They will shook you to collect blood. And I will stand like this. I'm like, you want to stand? I'm an adult. Like, not be me born you. So I'm not laughing. So you have to stay informed always to just learn about fertility, ovulation, and conception, so you can make an informed decision. Not that people will be deciding for you. No. When you decide, when you tell your husband, okay, my dear, I believe, okay, this is my decision about this lunar conception, blah, blah, blah. So I believe let's do like this, that. Okay, fine. Both of you, when you get to the doctor, when you get to the trusted healthcare provider, they'll be able to tell you that, okay, this is an informed decision you've made. So they will work towards it for you, and it will be perfect. So I believe today we've all understand what lunar conception is. That is, it's just a concept that suggests a connection between the lunar cycle and conception, which is believed that it is a phase of the moon which affects or influences fertility and conception. So next week, by God's grace, I'll be able to tell us, I'll bring to us the advantages and the advantages of lunar conception. So I'll be able to explain deeper and better for people to understand. Lastly, you need to just feel free to ask me any questions or you share your thoughts about this lunar conception. Don't sit down at home. Go out, learn, listen to people, solve the net very, very well. Solving the net, me, I solve net too. Even as my mom is, she would sit down solving the net. She not think she sees something very that she's not familiar with. She had to download it and send it to me that should come and explain. So if it's in my line, I will tell her. If it's not in my line, I will refer her because we have doctors in my family. I will refer her to Elobomoni, doctor. Mashallah, if you that. So if it's not in my line, fine. If it's in my line, I will explain to her better. Okay, this is it. From there when she listen and she knows she's learning like that. If she come across any kind of that thing, she'll be able to explain to that person. Okay, that is lunar conception. So most of us, I'm okay, our body, our concept body, but you know, imagine you know, who are very important to you. Then please and please. Tá bá lọ ń sọ àwọn ẹ tètè bímọ o, ẹ tètè ṣe kíní kan o, ẹ̀yin mummies, ẹ̀yin grandma, let them be aware. Next week, I will tell us about what we call result factor and when we need to do result factor. Under this lunar conception too, I will tell you different kind of tests we need to do about it. Under it, tell us next week by God's grace. So that our next topic is advantages and advantages of lunar conception. A lè yé wa dáadáa. Kì í ṣe pé a kàn lọ mọ disturb àwọn ọmọ wa pé ìkan báyìí. No, òye yẹn á yé wa. We understand better. Why this lunar conception is very, very necessary for us to understand, to know more about it. I believe we've all picked one thing or the other under this lunar conception. Good afternoon once again. I love you all. Tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your friend to speak to the counselor. It's very, very important. It's very, very necessary. I love you all. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Counseling for Hope. See you next week. I love you all.